Good afternoon, everybody, and delighted to see you all, albeit on Zoom and 2 pages of Zoom as far as I'm concerned. And a great pity that we're not meeting at County Hall. And we must thank Colette Whitelow, the chairman of the County Council. I'm just letting somebody in while I'm talking. Difficult to do 2 things at once. We men can't multitask that well, I'm told. My wife tells me that. So a great pleasure to welcome you all. And as I say, normally we would be meeting at County Hall and we'd be invited by Colette to have a wonderful tea and cakes, but sadly that's not going to happen this year. But we're absolutely delighted to welcome all of you. We're very proud of our voluntary organisations, and you really are the creme de la creme of the many voluntary organisations that we have here in Hertfordshire. It's difficult to estimate the number, but I did some work with HCF, and we reckon there are about 4,500 voluntary organisations in this county, which makes us one of the most caring, I think, in the country.
The Amazon one.
And you are, as I say, the creme de la creme. You are the top of the tree. So we are absolutely delighted and honoured to welcome you all here. Also I'd like to welcome the Vice Lord Lieutenant Richard Beasley, who's joining us. A number of deputy lieutenants. Some of you will have met them when they did their assessments. A number of my cadets, the Lord Lieutenant's cadets, they're most welcome. They are joining us, I think, for the first official occasion during their tenure. So welcome to you all as well. And a real, apart from anything else, I think a thank you to the deputy lieutenants who have gone through a considerable process in assessing you all. And you would know far better than I the rigours through which they have put you. And I'm sure it is a rigorous exercise. I know it is. And when we went through the citations, it was an extremely impressive group that we have together here today. So welcome to you all. This is just to say congratulations on getting this far. We don't know any further, so please don't ask us. We don't know whether you're successful or not. As far as I'm concerned, you're all successful because you've reached this very high stage and have got to this position. So once again, congratulations to you all. Welcome to you all. And Colette, officially to thank you for hosting us, although we're not going to get your wonderful tea and cakes today, but we do thank you for officially hosting us as chair of Hertfordshire County Council.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Lord Lieutenant. And I'm delighted to be able to join you for this virtual Queen's Award for Voluntary Service ceremony with yourself and with the Deputy Lieutenants and of course all of the participants. Without you, we wouldn't be here. I'd like to say that Hertfordshire has a strong and impressive record of volunteering, and the County Council is proud to support you. Volunteering is at the heart of every community. And in the current pandemic, I'd like to give you some numbers. 10,000 people volunteered following a call for action for support in the community at every level, and 5,000 of those have been deployed, so working in the community, working at the injection sites and so on. And I have to say, I was very lucky to have my injection about 2 weeks ago, quite by accident, although I am qualified. I'm not leaping the queue. But I was so impressed with the way the volunteers there shepherded us all through. And it was almost jolly. People were so pleased to be there, to be doing their bit, even some of them who were a little bit anxious about having the injection were there, because we know that if we can all get this injection, then we're going to make it safer for everybody. So all of you here representing the nominated voluntary sector organisations, you represent not only your organisations actually, but the whole of the volunteering ethos that makes Hertfordshire such a great place to live. And Hertfordshire really is the county of opportunity for volunteering. So I'd like to say thank you for all that you do. It's going to be a very short introduction, but also I want you to have a great afternoon, even though we can't lay on that usually splendid tea. And I have to say, one of the upsides of the current restrictions is that while I do miss people, meeting people face to face, I haven't put on as much weight as I thought I might with all of those lovely refreshments everybody puts on for you. So I think at this point, I just want to wish you all well and thank you all so much for what you do. I wish each and every one of you success in everything that you do. To receive this award is absolutely amazing and really does validate what you do. But I know that you actually don't need that validation, because you know that the work that you put in is absolutely rewarding in itself and is really helping the people in our communities throughout Hertfordshire. So at this point, I think I'm probably going to hand over to Deputy Lieutenant Penny Williams, who will then take us through the process from now. But thank you all from the bottom of my heart, from my residents, from residents across Hertfordshire. Thank you so much for what you have done and for what I'm sure you will continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Colette. Can you all hear me all right?
Yes.
Good. Well, thank you very much, Colette, for those very warm words. And it is delightful normally that we do have that reception at County Hall, which means all of you can meet together and talk about the different organisations that you belong to and why you're actually at the reception. But maybe some of that chat can go on in the breakout rooms or what have you. So it is very sad that we can't have that reception this year, but at least we're able to do something by Zoom. At least it's not going by default. And as Colette says, that reception really is about honouring the voluntary sector in Hertfordshire, and particularly those of you who've been put forward, been nominated for Queen's Award Voluntary Service, which in itself is a mark of esteem. So well done, all of you. It is highly unlikely that all of you will get a Queen's Award, because we even when we really want people to get it, we can't guarantee that you will get it, but at least you know that you are all honoured by the county. So that's really important that we hold this today. I'd also like to thank my team of Deputy Lieutenants who all acted as assessors for the awards, and they're all here today, which is terrific. I'd also like to thank Kate and Akhtar for organising the breakout rooms so we can take your photos with Robert and Colette and your assessors and the cadets, the Lord Lieutenant cadets. So now, if I can ask you all to turn your video off as well, and I will introduce each group one by one. And when I introduce each group, can you then put on your video, please? So we start with, and this is in alphabetical order. So we start with Communities First. So if Communities First can all put on their video, that'd be great. Now, Communities First was formed in 2018, combining the councils for voluntary service for both St Albans and Hertsmere. And they support local voluntary, community, faith and social enterprise groups in order to improve the quality of lives of people within their communities. At the beginning of the first lockdown in March 2020, Communities First stepped up with extraordinary speed to launch the Compassionate Connectors scheme, which worked closely with the local authorities to coordinate a promotional campaign to encourage volunteer recruitment, identify residents needing support and offer guidance to local mutual aid groups. One of the most important achievements is the brokering of volunteer roles to local organisations, which includes training and safeguarding of both volunteers and service users, and has proved to be vital during the COVID-19 crisis. Since the start of the national vaccination programme, Communities First has had 1,800 new volunteers registering to support it. They have over 60 volunteers interviewing and reference checking the newly registered volunteers. So successful has been the work of Communities First that they've been given the lead on the county-wide contract to ensure that local vulnerable people continue to receive vital services. So well done, all of you. You're doing terrific work. Yeah, clap. So have we got Future Living here now or not? If not, I'll talk about them at the end. I'll talk about them at the end maybe. So if we go on to Get Your Belly Out, that's Victoria and Lorna. If you'd like to put your yours on now, your video is lovely. Now, Get Your Belly Out is an online support group for sufferers of Crohn's, colitis, and inflammatory bowel disease. Set up and run by these two young, inspiring women who are here with us today, both with personal experience of IBD, inflammatory bowel disease. It offers online emotional support, signposting, and a voice for people living with these life-changing chronic diseases. The founders have taken their experience and story out into the public forum, attending international conferences to promote better understanding of IBD and awareness of the unspoken side effects. The online community helps sufferers to understand their diseases better, share personal anecdotes and perspectives, recognize the additional effects on their lives, regains their self-confidence, and so decrease isolation. The group does a wide range of related activities, including providing clear information leaflets, a clothes swap shop, and has arranged delivery of unwanted ostomy goods to other countries which have a poor supply. The founders' online stewardship has been recognized by Facebook, and they have been awarded the certification of Facebook Community Management and have been made members of the Facebook Power Admin Group, which is by invitation only. Well informed, well run, and easy to access, this online supportive charity has thousands of followers of all ages for whom it makes life with IBD just that bit easier to deal with day after day after day. So terrific work you're doing, Victoria and Lorna. Well done, you. So we now go on to small acts of kindness. If Lynn and her group, Chris and group, can put their videos on. Well, small acts of kindness has seen extraordinary growth during the 6 years of its existence. The concept behind small acts of kindness is simple: provide elderly people with some help in keeping warm in winter and brightening the Christmas of the elderly and isolated. On a small scale, its execution would also be simple, but to have scaled that to its present position, where gift bags were delivered to 7,500 people last year, and the charity was able to respond so effectively with 3,000 additional bags to the novel demands caused by COVID-19 is impressive. They have successfully partnered with a wide range of other organisations to identify those in need of their support and to deliver their warm in winter and Christmas bags, as well with many commercial organisations. They have also attracted the support of volunteers with a wide range of relevant skills. Small Acts of Kindness delivers what its name suggests. Taken individually, each bag is just a small act, but behind that is an impressive organisation which is immaculately organised and has attracted the dedication of its volunteers. Well done, all of you at Small Acts of Kindness. So we now go on to Sunnyside Rural Trust, if you'd like to put your videos on. Right. So Sunnyside Rural Trust trains young people and adults with learning disabilities towards achieving their full potential and obtaining employment. They provide daycare to 145 trainees in a horticulture and animal husbandry project. Excuse me. The staff and volunteers work to build self-esteem and positive relationships in the trainees and to develop useful life skills to build self-confidence, to improve mental health and to reduce social exclusion. Sorry. The charity, sorry, I do apologise. The charity is in its 21st year. Volunteers are an essential part of the leadership team and of the overall staffing, and the project is dependent on them. Their 4 sites in Hemel Hempstead area include a 7-acre small holding, several commercial-sized greenhouses, 2 farm shops, and a cafe. Fruit and vegetables are grown for sale at the shops and delivered to local businesses in veg boxes. They provide 50,000 plants a year to the council park and gardens and offer a gardening and caretaker service locally. They have grown plants for the RHS Hampton Court Festival. The trainees care for sheep, goats, pigs, 300 plus hens and several beehives. During COVID-19, the work has continued wherever possible and has even grown with appropriate adaptations. So well done, all of you. I'm just going to turn myself off to mute so I can just cough. Right. Sorry. Now the Royal Valley Society. The River Ver is very special as one of the only 2 chalk streams in the UK, most concentrated in southern England, which have all been under threat from over-extraction as our population's demand for water has increased. Ver Valley Society was started in 1976 in response to that year's drought when the river dried up. Since then, it has been energetic in advocating at all levels, from local to national, for the river and chalk streams in general. It continues to be very active in monitoring and restoring the health of the river in collaboration with riverside owners, the county and St Albans Council and other groups. Its website includes people's memories of the river from the early 1900s, the wildlife and nature along the river, the provision of walking guides for the entire length of the river along public footpaths. Its newest project is to help with the introduction of water voles into the river this spring. During COVID, many people have turned to its website for information and the walking guides. Very well done, Ver Valley Society. We go on to West Herts Charity Trust now. I'd like to put your videos on. Right, West Herts Charity Trust is a leading example in selflessness. It evolved from a transport training business that was established in 1975. In 2002, the charity sold the training business but retained 6 industrial units and used the rental income of those units to provide bespoke vehicles to help local charities and schools improve the lives of many people, predominant but not exclusively in West Hertfordshire. Over the last 20 years, West Herts Charity Trust has provided 107 bespoke vehicles to 97 different schools and charities at zero or minimal cost. It really gets under the skin of a charity. The volunteers provide a highly personal service to assess what sort of vehicle is really needed. It is remarkable that just 5 volunteers have generated such a huge amount of benefit to so many people without any paid staff. It is hard to estimate how many people have directly benefited from this charity over the years, but we can safely say that West Herts Charity Trust has helped many thousands of people directly and indirectly. Well done for all the work you've done. I don't know if Future Living has arrived, but I will now, it is the last one. So I will now talk about Future Living. Is anybody from Future Living here now? What I will do anyway, I will talk about them for all the rest of you anyway. So Future Living is based in Hertford, and it has focused on domestic abuse more recently, which is a serious and insidious problem which can occur in all strata of society and all ethnic groups. Future Living Hertford is a volunteer-led charity which supports survivors of domestic abuse and addictions by providing a holistic approach, supporting individuals through person-centered therapies. They have developed a unique system called the Monica Domestic Abuse Recovery Programme, which provides a free, non-judgmental, confidential and impartial support to women seeking recovery from abuse and addictions. They run a similar Wise Guides programme for male victims of domestic abuse. The group has strong links with the University of Hertfordshire, providing a training module in social care and experience for law students through its family law clinic. It has risen to the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic, increasing its client numbers significantly, and has held on to its aim not only to support survivors of domestic abuse, but to assist them in returning and flourishing once more in society. So again, a very remarkable organisation, as you all are. So we honour and respect all of you who are here today for the work you're doing. So do clap everybody, and do put your video and your audio on again now. And I suggest we now just clap all the organisations, and all the organisations see us that we're clapping you. Well done, everybody. So I think I'm going to leave it to Robert and Akhtar to work out the breakout groups, because what's going to happen now is each of you in your breakout groups, which will be your groups, with your assessors, with Lord Lieutenant and Colette as Chairman of Herts County Council, and some of the cadets who are here today, having your photos taken, I hope. So I'll leave that to Akhtar and to Robert, and cross fingers it works.
Yeah. Bye, Robert.
Akhtar, you're muted.
Okay, I hope everybody can hear me. So this is going to be a bit of an exercise, because there are certain people moving between the rooms and I have to do that each time. So the room that we're going to go with first is Get Your Belly Out. And the people going into that room are Victoria and Lorna from the charity. And then we've got Colette, Robert and Richard. And also Helen. I don't see Janie. I don't think she's joined.
She's here.
Oh, she has joined now. Okay, I'll add her.
She's known as Michael.
Sorry.
That's her weekend name. Okay. And then I've got the 4 cadets as well. So 11 people in total will be in that room. Robert, you're gonna, as a host, you're gonna have to just join in. So if you open up, once I open up the rooms, you can say join that room. Is that okay?
No comment.
The reason I can't add you because you're the host, you see, you have to add yourself.
Right, well, you'll tell me what to do.
Anyway, some of you
yeah.
other people, other charities, you will also move into a room, but not everybody else who is going to join you will be there till they move out of the other room. Is that clear? All right, let's try that. Disappearing off, so it looks good.
Looks. Are we the leftovers here then, Akhtar?
Yes, I think these are the leftovers that I haven't been assigned.
So it's party time, chaps.
Yes, I think that is.
Right. Akhtar, I'm out of the first room.
Okay, so that's all done, is it?
And it seems to have been done. You seem to have a group here.
Yep. So Robert, now it should be, next one on my list is communities first. So I need to move some people from this room into communities first. Just bear with me a second.
Rod.
So I'm trying him again now. So hopefully.
And Robert needs to join them as well.
Yeah, so Rod's gone now. So that's
good. He's good.
Robert, you need to join communities first now, and you should be good to go.
I'm not actually sure. I can only see 7 people on 8 people.
Communities first. I can see 10 have moved there now.
No, I'm stuck in another room with your.
So you have to select your name and move from there to communities first, or if you haven't already, or join communities first. That right. There you go.
Actor, well done.
2 down and 5 to go. And
all right. So you've done Belly, you've done communities. Next one I've got is small acts of kindness. So let me start moving people into that one.
That should be Robert and
Penny
and John.
And
Holly. Okay. Did you have your photo taken?
I think so. Luckily, I didn't see it, and I think I was talking at the time as usual. So it looked very odd.
Oh, bless.
I'm back again.
You're back. So that one is done. So now we're on to future living.
Now, interestingly enough, the future living people seem to be coming in.
Well, that's timely.
Yes,
let me see if I can add them in now. Then.
Well, hang on a second. Colette.
So Susie and I should join the Ver Valley at some time.
You're next, so I'm going to put you in that now.
So you'll get the invite. Don't go lurking around the corridors now, Penny.
I won't. Oh, don't do those sorts of things. You might, I don't.
No. So it's Penny and Susie should go into.
Should the rest of us continue in this room?
Yes.
Yeah, you're in the main room.
We're back in the main room.
Brilliant. We're in the right room.
We'll try and entertain you, Hemma, but
thanks, Kate.
What would you like us to do?
Let me think. How are you all enjoying being at home working?
Sort of enjoyed this. The new word is this blended way of working.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes and no. It's every so often I think, where did I put that file? Is it in the home or is it in the office?
I'm sort of enjoying being at home, but really missing the interaction with my work colleagues.
Yeah.
It would have
been
been
when the snow hit last week or the week before. So grateful not to have to contend with the tubes and the trains. So swings and roundabouts, I think.
Yes. I think.
Do you work in London, Emma?
I do. Yes, I work for government. Actually, I work in the Ministry of Housing, and we're doing a big programme around trying to understand how best to work at home, whilst also maintaining contact with the office and colleagues. So interesting challenges, because there are lots of people who are loving being at home, and actually productivity has gone up an awful lot.
Yes.
But also people are in situations where it's everyone on top of each other trying to work at the kitchen table. So it's not so easy for some.
Yeah.
And the cats and the dogs
and my dog.
Well, if you want amusement, we've got a new puppy that arrived on Saturday that I could hold up to the camera to keep
Yes,
please. Yes, please.
It's not the delivery chaps delivering all your mountains of goodies.
It's very fashionable to have pets walking across your screen right now.
Yeah.
Cat, dog, whatever.
My 3 immediate neighbours have all bought little puppies.
We got ours a week before lockdown last year, and she was a year on Friday, and we had a little cake for her.
Oh,
that's very cute.
How adorable.
Oh, look. Oh, John.
Who's this?
Yeah, you're very lovely.
Oh.
It's a miniature. She's a miniature schnauzer, and we've always had 2, but one died. So this is a This is more trouble than the other two words put together.
Oh, she's lovely.
What have you got, Hemma?
I've got a Cavapoo.
Oh.
Cavapoo mum and a Bichon dad. I would bring her in, but she's a lunatic. So yeah, we kind of got the training didn't quite go as well as it should have gone. So she's firmly outside with the children.
I was going to ask you for some advice.
Not worth it. She was really good for a while and now not so good.
Oh, look, Robert.
I'm back.
There you are, Robert.
So we're on to West Herts.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Bye, Robert.
It's very hard work running around between rooms. I'm exhausted.
We've got a nice children waiting for you, Robert.
I hope so.
John, he's absolutely wonderful.
Isn't lovely?
Good, isn't it?
Absolutely wonderful.
Is he a little puppy, John?
Yeah, that's a puppy.
How old is
It's
this
not
one?
my glove puppy. 2nd of December.
Oh, really? A little puppy.
Wonderful.
I love
Oh,
that.
Gosh.
Right, bedtime.
Right. Are we now West Herts?
yes, I'm just
Hi,
moving
Robert.
there now.
Is Holly going to join West Herts too?
No.
I feel so guilty about you, Holly. Oh,
We've got Holly. Yeah.
Holly. And Lizzie. Lizzie's gone.
West Herts. So
Lizzie.
well,
We've now lost Robert.
yeah, he'll go. He's gone into that room already.
Richard, you should be in that room too.
But actor, is everybody coming back together again?
Yes, you will. So after this last one, I'll bring everybody into the main room.
How are you doing, Lynn?
Back again.
It would help if I actually unmuted. I'm good. It's been ages since I've seen you.
Yes,
So
always.
I'm going to move you
Going
to living for the last photo.
Right.
He's exhausted.
I don't know how many future living people who are.
There's three. There should be 2.5, I think, Robert.
What I saw.
Daniela was in and out.
I just admitted her again.
Daniela is here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in, Chris?
For me, oh, sorry, no, I'm actually not in Hertfordshire, although I spend much time there. I'm actually in Highgate in North London.
Oh,
but
you
I
cross the borders,
yes,
John.
indeed, frequently. That's a great benefit of Zoom. You see, we all appear to be in the same place. We're all
Of course we are.
Yeah, doesn't matter where you start off.
But is it pretty cold in Highgate, or is it warming up?
It's been very cold, yes. Obviously, when it was pretty cold last week, but yeah, no, yeah, I didn't find my way to small acts of kindness through Hertfordshire. Actually, I found it through Lynn, because I've known Lynn for many years, and I sort of admired the work that she's been doing since she founded Small Acts of Kindness, and I thought, well, that's a great opportunity to get involved with. So why don't I do that?
And Lynn, how long ago since we met? I mean, when it was just Lynn.
A bit telling, wasn't it? We were
I
much
remember
younger.
those days. I bet you do too.
Too many to count, I think. It might age us a bit if we confess to that.
Gosh. Well, you cracked it, woman.
I know, it's very
Done it.
exciting.
Absolutely done it. Well done.
You still involved with CDA?
Yes, I'm still there.
So some
you
of
know
the
I'm a
team were
nosy
there.
woman. I know there's so much to do because we're a part of the COVID information champion. So I'm out recruiting people to, spread the word about the vaccination. There's so much rubbish going about.
Yeah, so I'm hearing.
Oh, it's there's only 30%. I heard from Iqbal in St Albans, 30% take up by the Asians. The Black communities are still not having it. So there's a lot more work to persuade and try and dispel this misinformation.
Welcome back.
Hello, Penny. You're back.
I'm back. I think we're just coming back from the Fir Valley, or Susie's here as well. So it's as many as we've now got back on the main screen now.
Yeah, I'm going to close the room any minute now, Penny. So they're doing the last.
Future Living's just been finished.
Yeah.
And we finally got Holly into a room.
Good. I think she came into a room with us, actually.
Yes. Her buttons wouldn't let her go.
I think
Holly!
I'm back.
Holly, you're back. Well done, actor.
Am I in the right place? It's good to see Colette again.
Yeah. You thought you got rid of me, didn't you, Kate?
No, it was them.
Well, honestly, hats off to Akhtar.
Yes.
Oof. It makes having a real meeting look like a cakewalk, doesn't it? Literally.
Actually, I did offer my services for weddings and other.
Wow.
Are we all back now?
Yes, I think you've.
Yes, all 43 of us. Great.
Wow, 43.
Terribly clever, that.
Yeah.
Don't ask for a repeat, all right? This has aged me.
Not today.
Did you do photographs for Future Living?
I did photographs of everybody, but
yes, all got done.
Like. Yes.
Okay, I wasn't in the Future Living picture.
No,
I wasn't in the West Herts one either.
No.
Sorry?
You want to do another one for future? Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Don't worry.
We missed you, Joe.
Yeah, I didn't get called for that one.
No.
It's a double header, that's the trouble.
That's all right. We were having a good chat anyway.
I think we all were in the breakout rooms having good chats. It was really nice. Actually.
Yeah.
We suddenly realised we ought to be back in the main one. Well, thank you everybody for taking part in this. And so it was a real experiment to see if we could sort of at least have some sort of celebration. And so thank you very much to Akhtar and Kate for actually doing this, actually organising this. And all my DLs who are part of the assessment team, thank you very much. And to Robert and to Richard for all the work they've done in actually the final nod, as it were, the last bit of the work that we need to do before it actually went up to the National Queen's Award committees. And so we wish you all good luck. That's all we can do.
Yes.
We think you all do fantastically good work, which is why you've all been nominated, and hope that 2021 becomes a much better year for all of you than 2020. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Penny.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Well done, everybody.
Bye.
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 Oh, Penny Stewart sent his apologies. He had to leave before.
Yeah.
What we should be saying is thank you, Penny, for all the work you've done.
Yes.
Well, A, it wouldn't happen without you, and B, you've now passed it on to me. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And it's a very hard act to follow.
You'll be brilliant. You'll be brilliant.
Very well.
You'll be brilliant.
I hope we won't be doing this next year. I hope we'll be at County Hall.
Fingers crossed.
Not by Zoom, Susie. You sure?
Who knows where we'll be in a year's time.
Oh, bless.
Well, let's hope.
Bye, Colette.
Bye. Lovely to see you, Kate. Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Bye. Thank you very much. Bye.
Akhtar and Penny, if you just hang on for a second.
Okay, well, all going, yes? Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Right, I was just going to say, I've now got, hopefully,
You've
got seven photos.
Marvellous.
So, providing they've all come out, and I know I did check, but shall I just send them over to the two of you, and we can see?
Did you just take one picture of each room, Robert?
I beg your pardon?
You only take the one picture of each room?
I took two of the last group because two of them had their eyes closed. So we
I was
retook
going to
it.
say it might be better to have done 2 or 3, but that's fine.
Well, I to be perfectly honest, I was just very happy to get one in the frame. They're never going to be, when you've got 7 or 8 people in a room, they're never going to be perfect.
No.
So quite honestly, they're just a nice memory. That's all.
Good.
So I'll send them off to you.
Robert, could you also send to Siobhan for when she's back as well?
Yes.
Because then she can send them out to all the different groups.
Absolutely.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
will do. Well done, Akhtar. Your instructions were explicit. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't make a complete hash of things, but
No, it's very good. Very good.
it seems to work very well. So well done, both of you. And Penny, well organised. It's
I must say it was a bit at the end.
well, considering the restrictions we were under, it was a nice event. So
I'm so pleased we're able to do it for everybody. I really
absolutely,
was.
absolutely. No, well done.
Yeah.
Jolly good. Okay, I will send these off to you and let me know if they come out all right.
Lovely. Thanks very
You
much.
want me
Thank
to
you.
add them to the website, Robert?
I don't see why not. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, let me
All
hope
right.
and pray. Hope and pray they came out properly.
Yes,
I'm
hopefully.
sure they did. And
Right.
thank you so much
Bye.
for your work on this.
Bye.
Bye.